Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Hi friends, we can agree that it's a beautiful Monday with dry conditions and quiet skies. Gosh, it's been a while, especially after the weekend. Live view from Cache Valley. Logan started off today in the 40s. Oh, that's a little bit of a chill. Northwest flow keeping us below average, but we've got dry conditions with moisture to our east targeting Colorado as we dry out with a cooler and drier air mass. Okay, we'll take that as we kick off the week. Nice change of pace, even in southern Utah. Live view from St. George, the Red Rock, the Pine Valley Mountains, lots of sunshine, low 90s out there right now. As we take a look at the big picture here, you can see our ridge of high pressure over in the eastern United States while we have below average temps thanks to that cold front, and we're going to keep our eye on that low in the Pacific Northwest. That is going to impact our weather slightly as we head through the midweek. Those numbers in the 70s right now, 79 in Salt Lake, 10 degrees below our seasonal norm, 76 in Logan and Provo, mid-70s in Heber, some 80s on the eastern side of the state, 91 down south and 70s and 80s. For the I-15 corridor. The Wasatch Front for the next several hours will keep our clear skies with our 70s dropping into the 60s. That's going to feel nice and cool. 65 is our temperature by 11 p.m. and 64 is our average overnight low. We're going to be slightly below that, but not as cool as we were this morning. High temperature trend shows we don't get to stay there. Okay, we know it's August. It's still August, and so the heat does make a comeback, jumping to average and above it as we get through the next several days for the Wasatch Front. Southern Utah will also rebound to those seasonal norms and then stray slightly above as we head towards the end of the work week. There's a reason why, and I'll show you that in just a minute here. Futurecast kind of shows the dry conditions. Now, I talked about that low off the Pacific Northwest. It does bring a cold front through the state as we head towards the midweek. Right now, that looks like a dry cold front. It will impact temperatures, but ahead of that front, we will see some stronger winds, which means fire danger could peak for a few locations. We've got dry fire fuels out there, but that front kind of slides through midday Wednesday. It's going to open the door for that northwest flow yet again, and those cooler temperatures will be there on Thursday. So we drop a few degrees. It won't be as drastic as what we've just seen. Upper level gives you the big picture. Always like to give you that grand view. That low bringing in those pleasant conditions right now. We're going to watch the low in the Pacific Northwest, the high down south, breezy conditions. As that low tracks inland, we get our dry front for the midweek, and then here comes the warmth. As we head towards the end of the work week and into the weekend, high pressure takes control. Our temperatures jump slightly above average, but the positioning of that high lends itself to maybe the return of some moisture. But we get a stretch here, folks, where we get a breather. Also, long range showing you the above average temperatures expected for the first week of September. We're knocking on the door here, and we're going to go above the upper 80s. Also, the precip outlook does seem to favor the Wasatch Front. We'll see what happens. We're still several days away. Regional forecast with the 80s for tomorrow. So our westerly flow will bounce that temperature right back to where it should be, 93 in Moab, 98 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 days, you're going to notice a slight chance of moisture returns with a slight chance of thunderstorms, and that curbs temperatures for your Labor Day weekend in the south. Here's the Wasatch Front. We're already talking Labor Day weekend. I mean, maybe I just was sweating this summer and I blinked and it's over. 80s, 90s, little cooler Thursday with that front, 90s, and the chance of some storms for the latter half of the holiday weekend.